Christmas! It's the most wonderful time of the year, as we can hear every year in the very popular Christmas song. And today I would like to tell all of you how people in Finland are spending their Christmas, what kind of traditions are here, and how I personally spent Christmas here in Finland when I am originally from Poland. So I would like to share with all of you today this all information, and I hope that you will enjoy that. But first of all, hello everyone, it's Daalia here and welcome in this another vlog on my channel. So, as I said, today I would like to talk about Christmas, about tradition, you know, how people in Finland are spending their Christmas, and you know, about everything, exactly how it looks here, and about the differences. How are the differences between Finland and Poland for me? How are the differences with the traditions? Because obviously, as you can imagine, they are very, okay, in some ways very different, but in some ways pretty similar. So I will tell you very soon about all the details, and I hope that you will like it. So first of all, let's start that I could say that in some way Christmas in Finland are starting very early, because it's starting already like in the end of October and the beginning of November, when it's like, you know, when the Advent starts. Because then in the most of the windows everywhere, in the public buildings and in this, you know, in the private homes as well, and like schools, hospitals, city halls, and many other public buildings, you can see this kind of Advent lamps in practically every window. I'm not exactly sure how it is named in English, so I just show you here a picture what I mean. But this kind of like Advent candles or Advent lights, I would say, they are like in practically every window all around the cities. So that is already something that you can feel that Christmas is coming. Very soon it's going to be Christmas, and I absolutely love it. And also there is lights everywhere, you know, practically all the balconies are full of lights, and you know, trees outside in the gardens. And you know, if people don't have gardens, then as I said already, they are also decorating windows, decorating balconies, so in apartments. So it's very pretty all around, and it's starting already in November, so it's very beautiful outside when you are walking. I also have a few pictures here to show you, so just look how beautiful it looks just before Christmas. So that's how beautiful all the gardens and all the windows and all the balconies looks just before Christmas, and it's coming more and more, you know, as close to the Christmas days, as more and more, you know, balconies and trees and gardens are decorated, and I absolutely love it. Although maybe on these pictures they are not so good, because when I was making these pictures it was raining outside this day, unfortunately, because like this a few days before Christmas it was just like raining, so much raining here in Finland that I couldn't possibly make any good picture, so I just had to use what I had. Maybe the pictures are not like very good because of that, because it was raining, as I said already, but still the lights are very beautiful. And people here are saying that, you know, they are always putting so much lights, and they are putting it so early because Finland is so dark, and that's true. That's true. Finland is really dark, you know, since October, you know, it's starting on October and then it's ending around like March. Then it's very dark in Finland. Because where Finland is situated, it's like really dark in the winters here, especially in the north of Finland. There is like really practically no light during the winter, and especially the months between October and like beginning of January are extremely dark. And that's why people are saying, yes, we're putting so much lamp around, because it's giving so much light, you know, and it's so beautiful, and it's giving you this spirit of Christmas and spirit of joy. And you know, the only thing actually like making lighter these dark months, it's like snow, if there is snow. Unfortunately last year there was no snow at all, but This year we have, although just past after Christmas, but still we have snow outside, and I'm so happy because of that, and all these lights, as I said already. So this giving like a nice beautiful atmosphere, and you know, like making you feel better in these dark months, because it's really dark, you know. Here where I live there is like practically maybe like 3 hours, no, maybe 4 hours of daylight, you know, during the winter. So it's like pretty dark, you know. You are waking up, it's dark. You are going to work or school, coming back, it's dark again. So it's like you just feel like, wow, you know, it's like depressingly dark sometimes, but I got used to it so much already, so it's not like bothering me anymore at all, although my first few years in Finland it was a bit difficult for me, but as I said already, I've got totally used to it already, and it's not bothering me as much as it did. But you know, when it's summer, it's very beautiful, because we have like we have so much light then, because you can go outside at 1 or 2 in the night and you have still sun outside shining. So it's very, very different than people, you know, usually when you are a foreigner coming to Finland, then people are saying that, well, I cannot sleep because it's so much light outside all the time. But it's true, you know, winters are very dark, but summers are very full of light. There is like just like maybe 2 or 3 hours of darkness in the summer, especially on June, because this is like the lightest month in the year. So it's very beautiful then too. I mean, I've got used to it too already, but it was also a bit difficult to sleep in the summer in my first 2 or 3 years of being here, but I've got used pretty easily to it. And you know, we have also now this kind of curtains that you just put down and you have total darkness inside, so it's very, very smart, and many people are using them, and it's awesome. And about those lights, as I was saying, these Christmas lights all around, that giving you this that gives you this like nice Christmas spirit, and you know, you feel like Christmas is coming and you feel so much joy and happiness. So I really love it, and we used to have it in Poland too. When I was living in Poland, we used to have many lights, although I heard from my family that lives in Poland that right now people are got a bit like, maybe not lazy, but like not interested anymore to put so much light. I mean, I'm not saying that not everyone. There is of course still many people that are putting and decorating outside in Poland, you know, like windows and balconies and trees in the gardens and everything, but it's not as much as it used to be, you know, when I was still living in Poland, which was over 12 years ago. Like really, like time flies so much. But I remember when I was, you know, spending Christmas in Poland, there was pretty much of lights still. But now what I hear from my family, now people are not doing it as often as they used to. I mean, I wasn't spending Christmas in Poland for like 10 years already. Okay, maybe 8 years. Yes, last time I spent Christmas in Poland 8 years ago, and you know, it was just like very busy time for me, because my kids were still like babies and I was very busy, and I actually didn't really look around because I was so busy with my own little family. But you know, right now what I hear from my family, people are not putting as many lights outside as they used to before. So I don't know why, because I think it's giving you this nice spirit, as I said already, and it's very beautiful when you're just walking outside and see all these lights. So that's how, you know, Christmas are actually starting in Finland. But now let's go to this, like the actual days of Christmas. So in Finland, people are spending Christmas Eve as well, the same like in Poland. So this is the same, although there are differences between a Polish Christmas Eve and a Finnish Christmas Eve. But as I said already, we in the both countries are spending, you know, and celebrating very much Christmas Eve. So first of all, on Christmas Eve morning in Finland, people are eating like joulupuuro. So it's like Christmas rice porridge, which is pretty delicious, you know. I actually like it very much. So people in here eating like a rice porridge on Christmas Eve in the morning. Usually tradition is saying that people need to put like some kind of nut inside, you know, in the pot, hiding it, mix it together, so no one knows where is it. Then you know, give this porridge to the plates, and who will find the nut inside their own bowl, you know, of porridge, then it's going to have luck for the next year. And you know, it's pretty fun traditions. I have a Finnish husband, so we are like mostly trying to mix up all traditions. I mean, maybe not all, but many of traditions that are from Poland and are from Finland. But this tradition in Finland we are keeping here for sure, because it's pretty fun. Although not always we are putting nuts there. Sometimes, whenever we have time, sometimes we are actually pretty much in hurry, so then there is no time for that. But when we have a time, we're trying to do that. And another traditions on the Christmas Eve morning there is that people are going often to for a Christmas sauna. Although you know, this can be like also done in the first or second day of Christmas, but many people are just going on Christmas Eve morning. So this is like a special sauna for them. In Finland, sauna is very important. People are going so often, and it's like a part of their culture, part of their tradition. And you know, Christmas sauna is like more like celebratory, because people are using during Christmas sauna often a vihta. Vihta is like put together birch tree branches. So they are putting them together like birch tree branches, and then they are using it to tap on the skin during sitting in the sauna. So this is like a very special for Christmas. And you know, I actually never done that, but I heard, you know, even when I was here at school learning about Finnish traditions and learning Finnish language, so the teacher was telling us about this kind of tradition too, because you know, it's usually during the summer people are collecting all of these branches from the birch tree, then they are putting them together, letting them dry, and then they are using them in sauna during the winter. So that's one of the traditions. Although we usually waiting for Christmas sauna maybe for the first or the second day of Christmas, and usually going in the evening, because we are pretty busy with kids, because as you know, I have 3 little kids, so I am usually pretty busy during the Christmas, because I want them to have a wonderful Christmas. So we are just usually going sometime later. You know, this year we were going on the second day of Christmas in the evening, and it was still fun. And you know, because I actually love sauna so much, this is one thing in Finland that I came here and I just got in love so much with, because this feeling, this is giving you so much, so nice, relaxed feeling after sauna. You are just so relaxed, like I can feel like no more troubles, and it's like it's awesome feeling, and I really love going to sauna here. And later, during the Christmas Eve, people are usually going to the graveyard. Yes, this is also another tradition that people are keeping here in Finland for a Christmas Eve. Although sometimes it can be done earlier, or I mean, some people are going earlier just to like avoid crowds, because on Christmas Eve there might be like many people around, especially if you are living in the bigger city like Helsinki or Turku. But here where I live in Salo, there is also pretty many people on the graveyard when you go on Christmas Eve. So many people are going sometimes 1 or 2 days before Christmas Eve, and some are going later during the Christmas days, so on the first day of Christmas or second day of Christmas. But there is like graveyards are like full of candles. If you are going through the Christmas time to the graveyard in Finland, then like practically all the graves are full of lamps, and it's also a very beautiful, you know, it's like big tradition. It's a bit similar tradition like we have in Poland for the saint days, because in Poland for the saint days people are going to the graveyard as well. They are going there for the 1st of November, and there is like extremely much crowded. The graveyards are really crowded there, and there are, you know, putting candles and lamps all around during the 1st of November in the graves. And it's like full of people and full of lights. So if you are going in the evening in Poland for the 1st of November, so it's like Saint Days in Finland, if you are going in Poland to the graveyard in the evening, then it's like you would be going in some, how to say, like different world, because it's not feels like graveyard anymore, because it's like full of lights everywhere, like lamps, lights, candles everywhere, and it's like pretty beautiful. It's really beautiful, you know, even if I'm talking about graveyards, but it's like very beautiful. And the same here in Finland during the Christmas Eve and during the Christmas, like, you know, when you are going and putting lamps and candles to the every practically grave outside, then it's like very beautiful. You're like driving next to the graveyards in the evening, and you can see just like lights everywhere. It's really beautiful. It doesn't feel like graveyard anymore, actually. So they are like the pictures I did this year, so you can see many lamps actually there are. But as I said already, many people are going on Christmas Eve, but not all of them. Like, for example, me and my family, we are usually going one day before Christmas Eve, because Christmas Eve, as I said already, it's pretty crowded on the graveyard, so like many people are there, and it's like pretty difficult, you know, to move around, and that's why we are going one day earlier. But still, you know, there is already pretty many lamps around and pretty many people, so that's how it is. And it's also this kind of tradition that we are keeping practically every year here in our family. So this is I think it's a very nice, you know, Christmas tradition in Finland. And later in the evening there is like Christmas Eve dinner. It's like in Poland we have also Christmas Eve dinner, so it's like the whole family and many, you know, distant members of the family are meeting together, and they are celebrating together like Christmas Eve. And this is like a really beautiful time during the Christmas. I absolutely always enjoy like being around with the family and spending, you know, nice time eating together Christmas dinner, which is very traditional in Poland, because in Poland we are having like 12 dishes. It is because of 12 disciples that Jesus had. We are having 12 dishes, so it's like so much food. Here, when I am trying to make 12 dishes, and my husband is always like saying, don't make so much food, we have so much food every year, so much food. Yes, that is so much food, really, because 12 dishes is like a really much of food. But, you know, I like to prepare pretty many of the traditional dishes that we have in Poland, that I like to prepare them even here in Finland where I am. So, but not every of them, because that would be like too much. We are just during our Christmas Eve dinner, we're like mixing up some traditional dishes from Poland and some traditional dishes from Finland, and this is like fun for us, you know. It's like nice and giving you a nice Christmas spirit as well, as I said already before. I like all of this. I absolutely love Christmas, as you can see already from my excitement when I'm talking about that. Like, Christmas is really awesome. About, you know, going back to the dishes, I also made so many pictures so you could see also how most of the dishes looks. So first of all, you know, in Poland we have also a tradition that before we are eating the Christmas Eve dinner, we are sharing this kind of like white bread that I have here example to show you. Yes, we are sharing like the pieces of it with all members of the family, and we are telling, you know, like nice, you know, wishes, like Christmas wishes for everyone, that, you know, we wish health to this other person, like a good, you know, love life, good luck, good, you know, everything the best for the people, like you know, not just saying Merry Christmas, but it's more like you know, the wishes from your heart that you wish for the other person, you are saying during sharing this bread. So everyone has like a piece of this white bread, and then you are getting the piece from the other person, and this other person is getting the piece from your. and that's how it is, the tradition in Poland. It's like a very, very beautiful tradition. I actually like it very much as well, and we are trying to keep it in Finland too. Although it's in Finland, it's something that people don't know exactly what to do with this. When I first time shared everyone this white bread, they were just sitting and okay, yes, what now? So it was like pretty funny, but you know, I explained, and you know, we are trying to keep this tradition as much as we can here too, but it's not like it's different. You feel different with this when I'm trying to keep it in Finland than when is it in Poland, because in Poland like everyone already knows what to do, and here it's just like it's like, I don't know, have to explain everything, and it's like okay, 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 let's try, yes, let's try. So this is definitely a difference in the cultural difference between Finland and Poland and the traditions for Christmas Eve. But after that we have a Christmas Eve dinner, as I said already, and we have many traditional dishes. Oh, and also the big difference between Poland and Finland, which actually changed recently, is that in Poland we have just like 2 meals during the Christmas Eve day. So Christmas Eve is like breakfast in Poland, and then there is fasting until the you know, Christmas Eve dinner. So that's like is big tradition that was all the time kept. And also during the Christmas Eve, as when I was still living in Poland, during the Christmas Eve, and there was like a fasting the whole day, so that also meant that no meat. So in Poland we didn't use meat during the Christmas Eve, but as I said already, this changed already. Pope changed this rule, so we actually, because I don't know if you all know, you know, in Poland most people are Catholics, so that's why, as I said, Pope changed this tradition. So right now you can have like meat during the Christmas Eve, although in the churches, like priests still saying that if you are able, then try to keep traditional, because this is like a Polish tradition. So many families are still keeping it traditional and no meat during the Christmas Eve, you know, dinner, but some people are actually do eat meat. I kept, you know, no eating meat during the Christmas Eve dinner for some years until it was changed, and right now it's okay, because in Finland there is definitely not this tradition. People are having a traditional Christmas ham, which is eaten during the Christmas Eve dinner, and later, you know, when you have something left, you are eating it for the rest of the Christmas days. So that changed, and now I am actually able to do that, so I really like it. And as I said already, there is many traditional dishes in Finland and in Poland, which I am sometimes trying like to keep together here. So first of all, as I said already, because many people are still keeping traditional Christmas Eve dinner in Poland, so no meat, there is so much fishes. In Poland, during the Christmas Eve dinner, there was always so much fishes and fish dishes, and you know, I am also trying to do that, although I mostly use herrings, because this is also very typical for Poland. People are eating so much herrings, but it also depends on the family. Like as I said already, for example, in my family there is like many herrings, and that's why I'm trying to keep herring dishes here in Finland as well. And also there is so much cabbage dishes. We have like very traditional dish which is named bigos. Here I have a picture to show you. Yes, this is like a traditional Christmas dish, bigos. This is like a full of cabbage. There you have like a sour cabbage, and there you have like the normal cabbage. You have there also meat. You have there also sausage. You have very often mushrooms, although I'm trying to not use mushrooms because no none of the member of my family here like mushrooms, so no mushrooms here. You have also some dried plums, and you just like mixing it together, cooking it for 3 days. So yes, I think I will make like a video next year how to make bigos if you are interested to see how to do that. But yes, this is like a very traditional, people are eating it, but usually they are, as I said already, because of the rule no meat, they were eating it for the first and the second day of Christmas. And as I said already before, like for the Christmas Eve day, there was so much of fish dishes, but also we had like our traditional pierogi, and we have also soups. We have very often either the soup like from the dried fruits, so this is very popular in some families, and we have also borscht, which is the soup made from the red roots. I actually usually making this kind of soup in Finland as well when I live here, and my family usually like making this kind of soup in Poland during the Christmas Eve as well, so that's how it is. And we are putting there also this kind of small pierogi inside, so it's very good tasting. And yes, this is like traditional. Some people also in Poland, there is in some families a fish soup as well, so that is also some another tradition that many families in Poland are keeping. So that's how it looks, you know, like most of the dishes in you know, traditional dishes in Poland. So that's how it is. And also we have some kind of we have also croquettes. Yes, very often we have croquettes. I have actually a picture of croquettes, so I can show you here. So croquettes, this is like pancakes, which are filled with some meat, or you know, traditional Polish one would be cabbage and mushrooms. So this is traditional like for Christmas Eve dinner, and then you are just frying it again, as you can see, and you getting this kind of shape. It's very good, you know, kind of food. I absolutely love it. We have also many cakes in Poland, like traditional cakes for Christmas Eve dinner, and you know, like for dessert, and later for that they are eaten also for the Christmas days. One of them is piernik. This is like gingerbread, which I absolutely love. I made it myself as well this year, so you can see here how did it you know, how did it look after I made it. Yes, this is like a very like not decorated yet. I just here for this picture I just put like chocolate on the top of it, but you know, there you can very nice decorate it later, and that it looks very beautiful on the table. So this is like a Polish traditional gingerbread cake. And we have also another, you know, like traditional cakes. I actually very much always enjoy preparing Christmas food. It's like giving me so much fun to do that, you know, and I am usually listening like for the Christmas music at the same time. We have like many traditional Christmas Eve and Christmas carols that are only like sung during the Christmas time, so I'm always putting them, and then it's giving me like so much strength to prepare this Christmas food, and I absolutely like it. And yes, in Finland, there we are going for a Finnish traditional Christmas food. So in Finland, people are also eating some fishes during the Christmas Eve dinner, and then during the Christmas days, although not as many as in Poland, but they are also eating some herrings and some other kind of fishes as well. And you know, they are also having, as I said already, Christmas ham. This is typical traditional Christmas dish in Finland, that you know, no family in Finland can imagine Christmas without the Christmas ham. It's baked. Usually people are buying, you know, big pieces of ham in the shops that they are sold just before Christmas. So then people are preparing, baking them, and it looks like that. I will show you, you know, like which we had here. although people are also putting some kind of spices usually on the top of it, and some kind of, you know, like sometimes you can put some, you know, like bread crumbs on it as well. But we actually tried many different recipes, but we just decided that for us, just like the real baked ham is the best, so we just avoid the other stuff there, so we just keeping it simple like that, and it's absolutely delicious. Also, people in Finland are eating peruna and porkkana laatikko during the Christmas Eve dinner, and peruna laatikko, it's like cream mashed potatoes which are baked, and peruna laatikko is like it's like mashed carrot with rice, which is also very delicious. I like both of them. And I actually very much like the taste of it. This have like specific taste, I would say, but it's like very delicious. There is also lantu laatikko, although we are not using it here, so I don't have any picture, and many other kind of laatikkos like that, which is mostly, you know, like baked dish in the oven. And they are also having like joulutorttu. I made like a video not long time ago. I mean, I uploaded not long time ago on my channel video how to make joulutorttu, so you can just see. I will write, you know, link to this down below in the description, so you can just check it out, because it is also like a very traditional Finnish Christmas dessert, and it's like very delicious. I absolutely love it. It tastes amazing. I really like it. So that most for the Christmas Eve, you know, in Finland, and it's pretty fun. You know, later people are going to church also. This is the same tradition in Finland and in Poland. You know, in Poland people are going usually for the midnight mass to the churches, which are absolutely full there always for Christmas Eve. The same in Finland. The same in Finland actually. There is like evening ceremonies. Sometimes they are at midnight, yes, but sometimes they are starting already at 10 o'clock in the night, so that's also okay. In Poland they made it also lately that it can start 10 o'clock in the night, so that's how it is. But there is like Christmas Eve ceremony, and I absolutely like it. I often going here. I'm going here usually for the Christmas Eve Mass to the Lutheran church, and then to the Catholic the next day, you know, for Christmas Day, because where I live it's pretty far away from the Catholic church, and I am Catholic, as I said already. The closest Catholic church is in Turku, so it's like 70 kilometers from where I live. And for the Christmas Eve night ceremony there is no buses anymore, there is no trains, so it's practically impossible to go there for me. When you go for the Christmas Eve to a Lutheran church for this evening ceremony, church is like full of people. It is like unusual. Usually you have like just like few people for the Sundays masses in Lutheran churches, but for the Christmas Eve churches are absolutely full. There is no place, you know, to move around usually, so I am always shocked when I go there during the Christmas Eve. But yes, that's mostly how it looks Christmas Eve in both countries. Then there are Christmas days, and as I said already, the Christmas days are more like more family related and more calm already. We have many traditions. Oh wait, I forgot, like my kids would be very angry because I actually forgot like one of the most important traditions for Christmas Eve, because after Christmas Eve dinner we have of course opening the presents, because Santa Claus is bringing presents, yes, so we have like opening presents. So usually in the both countries people are just sitting all together, opening them together, and it's like, I like this tradition as well. So we are opening presents in both countries for Christmas Eve after dinner. So that's the tradition in both countries, and I like it because it's not big difference, you know, for me. And that's how it looks Christmas Eve. After that, there, as I said already, there are Christmas days. Both Christmas days, they are like more family related and more calm already, like the whole family just sitting together, spending time together, eating so much, because as I said already, we have always so much food, especially when you are having this 12 dishes, like Polish 12 dishes tradition. And also in Finland there is pretty much of food too, so they're like, actually, just Christmas days are not enough to eat everything, to be honest. I have so much food in the freezer still from the Christmas, so we are going to eat it later. But yes, that's how it is during the Christmas. And after that, we have also New Year. You know, we have New Year parties, of course, in the both countries. For New Year Eve, there are parties in the both countries, like, you know, everyone like to party and waiting for the New Year, so that's the traditions in the both countries. And later, you know, in the New Year Eve, people are in the both countries, like at midnight, are going outside, looking for the fireworks outside, which is also very nice, you know, drinking some champagne, you know, having fun. Although I am usually, like right now when I have little kids, so we are just spending together as a family, so we are watching some family movies and this kind of stuff. But we are going later outside, watching fireworks outside at midnight, and it's also very, very beautiful. I like it very much. But also in Finland, there is also this one tradition which we don't have in Poland, but I would like to tell you about. So this is this one tradition. People are melting tins. So the tin look like a horseshoe, as you can see here. I also have a picture, so you can see. So for the New Year Eve in Finland, people are melting this kind of tins, and then they are putting it to the cold water, and then they can see, you know, what the next year will bring to them. It's pretty fun tradition. I actually like it very much. So that's most of it, you know. There is not very many traditions for a New Year in both countries, but we are just, you know, having fun, spending time together, you know. Although this year is different, there were no big parties anywhere because of coronavirus, so most of the people actually spent this year New Year home. And well, for me it was not big difference than the previous years, because as I said already, when I have a family, little kids, we are most often spending time home, so it's nothing new for me, but still we had so much fun. But yes, I hope that you enjoyed these videos and that you will be interested to know. If you have any questions, please write them down below in the comments. I will answer, you know, your questions about some Christmas traditions or what are differences and whatever you wanna know about Christmas in Finland and in Poland. So if you have any questions, please write them down below in the description. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. This is like the first real vlog that I am making, you know, like talking about some topics about Finland. So I hope that you will like that as well. And you know, if I am making some mistakes, please forgive. As I said already, this is like first time vlog for me. I'm a bit stressed. I don't know if you can see that. But I am actually pretty stressed, and yes, I hope that you will enjoy that, and see you in my next videos. I hope you all have a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you are. I love you all. Bye bye.